What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking with John, who's got some crazy stuff that he's going to be talking about with us. Number one, he wears a system for over 6 months at a time and keeps it looking pretty dang good. Number two, he's going to be talking about the importance of what interviews like this did during his journey of getting a system, all about his hair loss transformation, so much good stuff. So make sure you watch entirely towards the end. This video is sponsored by Live Vivid Hair, so if you do want that discount code down below, make sure you click the link and let's just jump into it. And guys, if you want to do an interview like this that I'm doing with John, please send me an email or message me on Instagram or reach out on Reddit and we'll get something set up. This is so important for other people that are just beginning their journey. Now let's jump back into the conversation. Let's talk a little bit about your hair loss story. When did it start? What was it like? Take us back to the very beginning.
Yeah, so it started, I would say, I first started noticing it last year of college. So my senior year, you know, when you style your hair, you'd start getting a couple more strands than usual on your hands when you start styling your hair. And I was like, oh no, is this like what I think it's going to be? Like, am I losing my hair? I don't know. You know, I was still young. I was, you know, early 20s. So as the years progressed, I went through, I guess, you know, cycles where it was worse than others. So I would say really, I'm 30 years old now. So I guess within the last 3 years, it's gotten pretty bad, especially in the front. I'm still pretty good in the crown area, but the hairline receded fairly bad. I tried, you know, Rogaine, I tried Topic, different ways to kind of swoop my hair, cover things up. And eventually it just didn't, it wasn't sustainable and it just wasn't something that I felt was convincing after a while. So I decided to take the leap.
Okay, awesome. Nice, man. So how long have you been wearing a hair system for now?
I started this last January, so it was still relatively new. I'm still fairly new to it. I first started, I guess it was like right after quarantine and everything. I live in New York, so it was still kind of like things were still kind of locked down. I hadn't really seen a lot of people, so no one had really physically seen me in a while, at least not like close friends and stuff like that. So I figured like that was a really, really good time to kind of experiment with things, right? So I had downloaded TikTok. And I had seen on my For You page one of the videos on hair systems, and I had no idea they even existed. I had no idea this was even an option. And I saw one from Phil Does Hair, and it was like this magical transformation. And I was like, whoa, like I'm curious, you know, I'm curious about that. So that was like my segue into it.
Nice. And did you go to Phil?
I did, yeah, I did. I
Cool.
reached out to Phil, and what a great guy. Just a fantastic person, a great stylist, and just really gave me the confidence to kind of go through it. Had a consult with him. I waited like about a month to 2 months before I actually pulled the trigger. I thought about it, and you know, it's one of those things where you never know how you're going to feel with it until you actually get it on, because you can hear stories like, you know, the fabulous content from your channel and many others. You can hear personal stories about it. You can learn about it. But until you actually have it on, you don't know what it's going to be like. And it's been incredibly positive so far.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I love so much of what you just said. I've got further questions on all of it. But first, Phil is a great guy. I've talked with him.
Great dude.
I love him. You know, he does what he does, and he's great at it. And he's very personable once you get to talk
really
with him. So that's awesome. I'm glad you had that experience. What was it that sent you over the tipping point, if you will? You know, so you were experiencing hair loss for a couple of years. Into, you know, now 30, and you were like, okay, now I have to do something. Like, well, why did you get to that point?
I think because I just wanted to like change things up to where I would feel not only more confident, but believe it or not, having a hair system is actually so much less maintenance than the stuff that I was doing beforehand. And I think that might be very intimidating for a lot of people, maybe first starting out or looking into it, of like, oh my God, the maintenance, what am I gonna do?
Right.
I was spending more time with Topic and like combing certain ways than I do with this. So I think what made me take the leap was, I think the pandemic really kind of like was like, all right, I'm here, I'm home, I'm not really going anywhere. If I shave my head and I hate it, whatever, I'll just buzz it all off, whatever, I don't care, you know? So I just was really, I was like, all right, let me just take the plunge. And I saw the results from, you know, Phil's channel, and then I dug more into YouTube and your channel and Curtis from My Hair Experience and all these different creators. And I was like, this is not only a believable solution, but a sustainable solution, I think, for me. So I took the plunge.
So yeah, that's a great point. And you just said you thought it was a sustainable solution for you. So
yeah,
walk me through kind of what your mindset was with that that you believe it's sustainable.
I think it's sustainable first and foremost because of the expense can seem like a lot right away, right? So I am a big proponent of DIY kind of things, and I didn't realize how much DIY you can actually do for your system. And I think looking up channels on YouTube and tutorials and things like that, I was like, wow, I can actually take agency over this myself. And I think that's what led me to believe it was really sustainable financially. And I think long-term wise, in terms of maintenance and care, these units are so believable that, I mean, this hair system right now is 6 months old, and it still looks pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where, as I've had two systems, so it was my second one. I realized just how durable they can be if you take really good care of them, and the resources are out there to get really good products for not a lot of money. So that was a really big selling point for me, was that I felt I could handle it financially, and I could handle it with longevity for the units.
That's awesome. I love that. That's so good. So how did you learn to take care of your hair system? I mean, you're going on 6 months with this hair system right here.
Yeah.
That's more than I would be willing to bet 98 to 99% of people that wear hair systems wear their systems for. So what has allowed you to wear it that long?
Taking really good care of it. And also I had been cutting and styling my hair on my own for since about 2016, I would say, on my own, cutting, doing my own fades, everything. So I have a very good understanding, I think, of hair in general. So that pre-knowledge before I got hair systems allowed me to really feel comfortable in the way I handled the hair, I treated the hair, and I tried very hard to treat it like an investment. You know, people are putting a lot of money into these things. You don't want to, rip it up. You don't want to abuse it with bad hair products and things like that. So, and it doesn't take a lot to do. And I think that's the thing that is like incredible about it is, I mean, you just use a leave-in conditioner. I just use leave-in conditioner. I use a silk pillow sheet, and I don't really wash it too much. You know, I'll rinse it out and I'll condition it, maybe once a week, and that's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Less is more.
Yes. Yeah, even in my earlier videos, I think I recommended, or I was experimenting. I don't say that I was recommending, because through this entire thing, I've just been like, this is what I'm finding out. Never like, this is what you should do, because I never pretended to be an expert. But I was washing my hair all the time, or just about like every single day, and conditioning it every single day. But as I've gone further into this journey, a couple of years now, I am very much like you in that sense. I use pretty much minimal products when it comes to the day-to-day. I condition maybe twice a week. I'm also, profusely sweating. Profusely sweating. Yeah, exactly. A little bit more often, but sometimes I'll go a full week, and I use a silk pillowcase. And the one thing I think that my systems in general, I would say, that go first is just they photo bleach some. But even that is something that can be taken care of if you learn how to color your hair, which, stay tuned everybody, because there's going to be videos on that in the next week or two on the channel. But
that would be awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, man, because like I've been looking into it and studying it for a while. People are just assuming I'm not, but I've been looking into it, and I'm finally ready to start making some content on that. So That's kind of like, I think, the trinity, so to speak, of Trinity, I don't know, but of things to like maintain your hair, right? Is like you don't want it to lose hair. Like you don't actually want to lose the hair strands themselves.
Correct.
So you have to manage that. You have to manage the color of the system as well. And then finally, making sure that you're not damaging the actual hair, even if it's still there, which could happen through heat, extreme cold, could happen through product, all those things. But if you manage those three things, then you can get a lot of duration out of a system if you need to.
Yeah, Jake, I think you really nailed it there, because I think in the beginning I was using, I think, too much product on my very first system. It didn't last quite as long as this one because I like you, I washed it. I thought I would have to maintain it a lot more than I actually do. And it's sort of counterintuitive because you think, oh, I have something attached to my head. I better clean it. I better maintain it. It's actually the reverse of like less cleaning is more. And like you were saying, it actually leads to less shedding, less hair loss. And I think the one thing you're right about in terms of like the lightening of the hair over time. I would love to learn a little bit more about coloring because I have Phil put some highlights in mine. I think you had one of your systems as well where you had some highlights in there so that when it does lighten, it looks intentional. So that's what I've kind of done with this one. There's some you can't really tell in this lighting, but there is some, when you're in actual direct sunlight, you can tell that there's some highlights in there which look good in the context of it lightening.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one of the other keys too, is to create like a non-uniformity to the color, so that way it looks a little bit more intentional.
It's almost it's like a sleight of hand. It's like you're almost playing magic with the eyes sometimes.
Absolutely. So I wanted to touch on something that you mentioned before we started recording, and that is kind of actually about these interviews. You said that you were willing to do one. And you believed in kind of paying it forward. Like what role do you think there is in hearing other people's stories and like what we're doing here?
I think it's important for those who are comfortable to share their experiences. I know it's probably not for everyone, and I debated doing it myself, but I think it's one of those things that it's been such an instrumental and important part of my life that I think it's important, because I know when I first started, having the knowledge now of having it for almost a year, I've been through the ringer with it. There's been nights where when I first started where the learning curve is very steep, and it was very hard in the beginning to install it myself and figure something out. It was a whole new world. And I think it's important for us to realize how challenging that can be for someone first starting out, because we have a baseline now of knowledge. Some people going into this have zero knowledge at all, and they're starting from ground zero. And people like us who maybe have had different experiences with it, where we know what to recommend, we know what works for us. If we can give that kind of knowledge to the next wave of people coming in, I think that's great. I think a lot of guys and girls are interested in this kind of technology. So it's so helpful to have that baseline knowledge.
Yeah, I love that. That's all great. So, you've learned a lot over the past year about of having a system and kind of going through the trials and tribulations, so to speak. If you were to speak to someone who's looking at, getting a system, or they're just brand new into getting a system, and you could give them advice, what do you think would be most important for them to know, to be aware of, to have going into this journey?
It's a good question. I think it's a very personal decision, and I think it's something that you should not worry about what other people think about it. And it's so much easier said than done. But I think when you're able to mentally come to the point where you're making a decision for you and for your own confidence and for your own life, I think someone who is maybe on the fence about it or just starting out and hasn't made the decision yet, I would so recommend just watching content, learning as much as you can beforehand, and then trying it out. I think it's so much more intimidating in your mind than it actually is doing it. And it's one of those few things that you get such instant gratification from. And as a society, we kind of lean against that in kind of preaching instant gratification, that we shouldn't go for that. But you go into the salon with a thinning head of hair, 5 minutes later, you're bald on top. And then the next 5 minutes, you have a full head of hair again. It's like, it's kind of trippy. So I think you're not going to know how you're going to feel until you get it on, but I can almost promise you that it will be worth your while.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story, man.
Of course.
And I mean, I think that, before we go, I think a lot of people would love to know what type of system are you wearing, as far as, if is this poly, is it a lace, or what do you got?
This is a poly. This is a poly .05, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm not sure what the density is, but it's a hair skiing unit. But I've also had a couple other units that I've played around with from different companies, and they're all really good now. They all work really well. So I think it's figuring out what base you want, whether it be lace or poly, and then kind of going from there and, trying it out, seeing what works.
Yeah.
Because everything works differently for different people. I've known different tapes, different glues. I mean, just experimenting with that. A couple things didn't work for me in the beginning that worked for other people. So it's trying it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, John, for coming on, sharing your experience,
Of course,
and
Jake,
talking
yeah.
a little bit about, the things that have helped you along the way, and passing along that knowledge to the next generation. So thank you to everybody who's watched all the way through, and we'll catch you next time.